Hello and welcome back to Stop and Go F1 for this breaking news video. My goodness, I was sat here, I was getting ready for my day of work. I just cleaned my teeth, I was getting ready. I was thinking later on today the preview video for the Dutch Grand Prix will be out. I'll be back in the Stop and Go F1 mindset, the Stop and Go F1 mode. I was preparing myself to do it. I was thinking, I hope everyone likes my new haircut. I hope they haven't forgotten the ways of the Stop and Go F1 during the race weekends. But no, we're here early. Just gonna go 10 past 8 in the morning here in the UK, because breaking news, everyone, Jack Doohan has signed for Alpine in 2025. There you go. We'll get into all of that in a little bit. Firstly, like and subscribe, of course, that is the rules. You should know that by now. Also, shout out to our members, the Joyous James, Dakota, Robin Myers, and Sarah Strubble as well. If you want to become a member, there's a link in the description. You can get a lovely little shout out in our videos here. But yes, Jack Doohan has signed with Alpine for 2025, the second rookie on the 2025 grid alongside Ollie Bearman in the Haas. We're expecting 3 rookies because I imagine Kimi Antonelli will be announced in the Mercedes, I think next week, because he is Italian. Next week's the Italian Grand Prix. He'll also be there because there's F2 next weekend. So I think this time next week we'll be having the Kimi Antonelli announcement. But now is the turn of Jack Doohan. Now, we've had a lot of speculation around the Alpine seat. I have done many videos talking about Alpine over the past year that have been turned into many shorts about Alpine for next year. Looking around the Alpine seat, my thought process with it was, because of how bad Alpine were at the start of the year, that means that no one who's currently on the F1 grid would want to drive for them, and they would have to look outside in terms of, a rookie or someone who had been in F1 and is now out and wants to come back in. My thought initially was Mick Schumacher, and there seemed to be quite a bit of backing for Mick Schumacher to go into the Alpine seat, but no, it'll go to Jack Doohan. Now, Jack Doohan has been part of the Alpine Academy for a while now. I'm going to look up how long he has been there, and the Alpine Academy has been one of those ones that has been mocked, because if you're in the Alpine Academy, you never really make it into Formula 1. I mean, look at what Oscar Piastri had to do to go into Formula 1. He had to leave. But, Jack Doohan, let's have a look. Formula 1. Apparently he was part of the Red Bull team. He's been in there since 2023, apparently. So, only a year in the Alpine Academy, but now he is in Formula 1. I like Jack Doohan. I do think he's a little bit underrated, really, because obviously he's never won the F2 Championship, didn't win the F3 Championship either, but still a pretty good junior career from him. He was third, I think. Yes, third in the F3 Championship last year, sixth for the year before. Sporadic wins here and there, but overall, someone who is quite consistent. Where would I rate him in terms of... he's one of those ones where he's not the kind of guy who comes with the tag of generational talent that we'll see when Antonelli comes in or when Bearman comes in. Those will be very much the rookies next year who will come in and he will go, they're the future world champions. I don't think Jack Doohan will have that future world champion tag put on him, but in a way that could be a big benefit for him, where the eyes of the world will be on the rookies of Antonelli and Bearman. There'll be a lot of pressure on those two, and maybe Jack in an Alpine can just get on with it, just put in some consistent work there. He is another Australian who will be on the grid there. So far, Piastri and Doohan, 2 Australians on the grid next year. Who knows if Ricciardo will be there or not. And of course, Bottas, the honorary Australian as well. We don't know what his situation is either. But yes, I think this is... I don't know if I think this is a good signing or not for Alpine. It's going to be an interesting one, because the question will be, will they give him time? I imagine it's a 1-year deal. They haven't come out and said anything as I'm sat here right now. It's... it's a really, really interesting one at Alpine because it's all up in the air. We really don't know what's going on. They got the new team principal. Is this going to be one of those things, again, where a rookie comes in, they're given 1 year, they don't perform that well, and then they're out? Hopefully not. But there you go. I don't really have much else to say, to be honest with you. All I've got to say is that we're back later on today. Yeah, we're back later on today with the full preview of this weekend, looking into all things, looking at the practice sessions, looking at any news that comes between now and then. But yeah, Jack Doohan. Let me know what you think, because I'm really up in the air at this one. He was one of those ones in F2 last year where he wasn't realistically ever in the F2 title picture, but then at the end he had some good results. I think he won the last race, and he got into the top 3 of the championship. It's an interesting one. We'll wait and see. But I think the fact that you'll have the likes of Antonelli and Behrman alongside him as rookies, he'll very much be in the shadow of those two, and I think that will be to his benefit. So, there you go. Let me know what you think. We're back later on today. I'll see you then. Until then, though, have a good one. Goodbye.